So like I was saying, it's your boy Lone Mosi, aka King Mosi. We back. Got to give another video. We're gonna definitely talk about International Dance League today and the whole merge with ESPN or collaboration with ESPN or the partnership with ESPN. I don't know. I'm just now finding this out myself. So we're gonna get straight into it. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Now, again, I'm gonna say it again because now the audio is 10 times better. If this happens, when this happens, we don't want sports analysts talking about dance events. We need dance analysts talking about dance events. You know, dancers like myself and a bunch of other different people. Like, not even just me. There's thousands of dance. I wouldn't say hundreds, thousands. There's a lot of dancers who have the knowledge, who have the vocabulary, who have the talent. I'll just say that to do sports analysts. So if we're gonna bring ESPN to, if you're gonna bring dancing to the ESPN stage, we need analysts like myself and other people who are talented in that field. We don't just want to put nobody out there. You feel me? Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight into it. I'm gonna pull up the Instagram post first. So it says, Dance has signed a media rights deal with the International Dance League, expanding its live sports portfolio as the startup league looks to bring professional dance to a broader audience. Oh, I like that. Let's see what they're talking about. The network has signed media rights deal with the International Dance League, the IDL, a new team-based competition that aims to give dance a traditional sports league structure with regular season playoffs and championships. For ESPN, the deal expands its live sports portfolio to help them reach. Okay, that was what we just read. It's a major step towards growing the league to bring a professional dance to mainstream. Could niche sports become the next big opportunity for media companies? Absolutely, 1000%. I do believe. I've always said this because I've played sports growing up. I played soccer, football, baseball, basketball. I ran track. I did all the sports leading up to me becoming a dancer. Like after high school, I didn't dance in high school. You know what I'm saying? I danced at parties and stuff like that. But I mean, who don't dance at parties? But as a professional dancer, I didn't really start until later on in my college years of my life. And I still to this day watch ESPN. You know, if you follow me on Facebook, everything, most of my posts are about basketball and football. LeBron James, Marshawn Lynch, Allen Iverson, the Seattle Seahawks. I don't mention the Bulls as much because we're not that good like we used to be. But those are my teams. The Minnesota Lynx, you know what I'm saying, the WNBA, those are my teams. I talk a lot about sports on my Facebook, you know. I love ESPN. I would love to see dancers on a broader stage. I would love to see that type of exposure towards something that I believe is a sport. Dancing is not something that you can just, professional dancing is not something that you can just get up and do. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody could, all right, put it like this. Everybody can get up and play basketball, but everybody can't be LeBron James. Everybody can get up and play football, but everybody can't be Tom Brady. Everybody can get up and play soccer, but everybody can't be Ronaldo. You feel me? Like, yeah, people could dance. Yeah, people dance every day. We dance in the club, we dance in the house, we dance in the car. But everybody's not a professional dancer. Everybody can't be a King Mosi. Everybody can't be who else is out there that's killing it right now? Everybody can't be a Miho. Everybody can't be all these great, phenomenal dancers. And everybody can't be a Marty Kudelka. You feel me? Like it's just everybody can't be a Josh Dancer Boy Smith. You feel me? Like just because you dance don't mean you are a professional at it or really good at it. You feel me? Like the names that I just named are really dope, amazing, talented individuals. And then you have people that might not be as good as them, but are still in the professional range. And that's in any sport. You feel me? Like dancing is an athletic sport. Like you have to be physically capable to do certain things. Like we watch Red Bull BC1 all the time. Like they try to bring the Olympics they try to bring breakdance to the Olympics and ended up having that old girl from Australia looking crazy. So it kind of like ruined the whole thing. One of the first people that I saw was training dancers like athletes was Antoine Troop. Shout out to Antoine Troop. He was one of the first kind of like mentors to have a program to where it focused on like strength and training. To me, that's what I saw. It could be somebody else I don't know. I don't know a timeline, but for my 4 eyes that I have on my face right now, that's the first person that I see. And it makes sense, because dancers and athletes probably use the same muscles. Well, not probably because we all have we use the same muscles to dance as we would do in any athletic sport. It takes that much muscle memory to memorize the choreography, just as any athlete will memorize their choreography, which might be the plays, might be their routine, whatever the case may be. It takes some time to remember how to do something with muscle memory, so the repetitiveness of it. So if we're taking, let's say, if an NBA basketball player is taking 100 free throws before practice and 100 free throws after practice, I'm pretty poppers will do the same. Fresno, boom, boom, 100 times, boom, boom, before they get it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still training the muscle memory. So I really genuinely do think dance is a sport, because you have to be athletic to do it. In some way, shape, or form, you have to be athletic. Not only that, you have to have rhythm to dance to the music. You have to have rhythm to dance to the music. Otherwise, you're just doing a bunch of moves where, I mean, that's a whole other conversation. I'm not gonna get into that. I genuinely think that dancing is a sport. And to tie it all back into this, I genuinely think that this could be a great opportunity. You feel me? Now, with that being said, let me read the comments. Let me read the comments on some of these posts real quick before I get into what I was going to say. Kosh, shout out to Kosh. I think Kosh just won the Tutters, I don't know the event, Tutters Outlet. I think Kosh just won the Tutters Outlet. Shout out to him. Shout out to Big Dog. He said we'll be best at the individual format versus team-based. Still have regular season playoffs, etc. But the individual dancers. Yeah, I see what he's saying. I get that. Understood. Who did the deal with ESPN? Who's making money off this? How much are we getting paid? Is there any percentage given to those at higher ratings? And again, is this Dana White? Who is the Dana White of this? Let's start asking questions. Let's start waiting for corporations, companies to come in and take advantage of us. Stop betting on us and start advocating for us. Look at me. Look at me in the comment. I'm going to like my own comment. I'm that person. Great questions. These are good questions. And I do feel like as dancers who will be participants in this, they deserve those answers to those questions. I don't have the answers. I'm just here going over it. What I think I thought I knew. DJ Jeff JP. For me, it's a different version and similar to Red Bull Dance, using the dancers artists while dancers only benefit by exposure and the dancers doing it anyway, enabling the continued erasure and exploitation of important parts of black culture where the people are. And on top of that, the dance artists aren't reaping any real benefits to create real financial stability or sustainability for themselves. I'm assuming he said for them, but I'm assuming for themselves. Per usual with systems, they make things nice in theory, but it isn't productive or healthy through practice for the cultures and communities. They see how other companies are making money with dance. Now ESPN wants in. If we just make it our own terms, something could work, but we need strict, clear terms. I definitely see where Jeff JP is coming from. I don't want to say I agree in totality. I would have to really sit back and really look at it. But I do, enabling the continued erasure and exploitation of important parts of black culture where the people are. We don't want to do that. We know black and brown people created this hip hop, this thing we call hip hop. It's created by black and brown people. I think we should highlight, not saying it should be a whole, you know what I'm saying, a whole thing about black history, which I do believe the history should be taught. But I do think we should ingrain where this came from into the communities, into these businesses a lot more than just what's been shown. And I'll leave it at that. But be specific. What genre of dance? Because it looks like hip hop. But ironically enough, per usual, looks like gentrification because I see no black or brown faces represented. Red Bull did it first, now them. We're going to look up and hip hop and the street dance isn't ours. And we'll be pleading for a seat at the table. Well, you know, not me. I see where this person is going, but it's hard to say that when you see Hamuza right there. You feel me? And he's black. He's from Canada. He's in the picture. So it's hard to say, you know what I'm saying? But I get where they're going. I get where this person is trying to take it to, saying like, you know, the more of these happen, the more and more it'd be less black people, less culture, less black and brown people, less culture. I get that. But we can't say there's no representation when you clearly see there's a black man right here. Question still stands for me of the members of the groups get paid, if anything. If not, then this means nothing. As of right now, from what I know about the IDL that's happening right now, I don't think the dancers get paid, but I do think flight board and food is covered. Now, mind you, these are 6 different teams, and I'm pretty sure they got 30. Let's do the math here. So let's see. If we have 6 teams, right? Let's say 30 people. Let's go low. Let's say 25 people times 6 teams, right? That's 150 people. That's 150 people that needs flights. That's 150 people that needs food on these trips. That's 150 people that probably get per diem on this trip. That's 150 people that probably need board on this trip. Not only that, that's 150 people that need travel to and from. Those expenses add up. And I'm not trying to be that guy, and I'm not trying to be that person that's like, we should do it for exposure. I'm not saying that. I do believe in artists should get paid. I do believe in dancers should get paid what they're worth. And I do believe dancers should get paid what they generate when it comes to like views and traction and all that. I really do. The thing about it is, in the beginning, it's not going to be money just being thrown. That's not how business works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that when investors and companies get into something like this, when there's no like clear ROI, return on the investment, they're banking on the company generating enough money just to cover what they were given. I hope that makes sense. See if you can recoup the money that we gave y'all. And then from there, we can start investing more. And then from there, we can start bringing in brands. It's like any other league that came, the NBA, the NFL, any other league that was grown, it starts with that. It might start smaller. Like back in the day, the NFL players, $250,000 to $500,000 a contract was a lot of money. But with sponsors and everything, 2026, the average NFL player signing off the practice squad can make $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the economy grows, and then the sport grows, and then the brands grow, and then the money grows. So eventually, I'm assuming that in the beginning, it's not going to be that. I don't know for sure. I can't say for sure that the IDL dancers right now, I do not think they are getting paid, but I think everything is covered. Like food, stay, hotel. I think everything is covered. I'm gonna call a source offline. I'm not gonna do that while I'm on, but I will call a source offline just to verify that. Because I do know dancers that are actually in the competition right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'll definitely check my sources, and I'll definitely, get back to you guys on that. We'll follow up on the story later on. But as of right now, I just don't think that the money is lucrative enough to cover all the expenses and then cover 150 dancers to get paid. Because I'm assuming if you pay 150 dancers, that's going to be like what, 500? Let's say the dancer alliance rates, I'm assuming like they $850 a show now. Let me see, 150 times 850. Yeah, that's $127,000. I'll round it up, $128,000 a show. You feel me? Like, that's just one performance. So if you pay the dancers $850 a show, and I think there's 6 shows, let's do it times 6 because there's 6 teams, and I think they go to each city, or they go to each team's home city. That's $765,000, and we're gonna just round it up to $800,000. That's almost $1 million just to pay the dancers. This is not including anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that we want to help our dancers. We want to feed our dancers. We want to push our dancers. You feel me? But we got to start looking at the numbers and start looking at the business, and start looking at business is not always just one transaction. You feel me? We do this, you pay us. Business is also about relationships. Business is also about brands and building those bridges and bonds to different brands, people, the audience. You feel me? Like, ESPN can definitely contribute to the audience for dancers. How long have we been dancing, and the audience of dancer hasn't risen any higher? Thanks to Instagram and TikTok, dance has elevated a little bit, but when I was coming up and growing up in the game, you feel me, like, dance was like, nobody watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then virality started happening. Then you start seeing viral dancers, and you see people can share those videos on Instagram, TikTok, and all that. But that's a new thing. You feel me? ESPN has a broader audience. We give you a little bit of money. We put our name on it. We'll air it on live television a couple times, and then we'll build traction like that. Like, those are business negotiations that need to happen inside of those meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like everything can't just be like, well, give us $10 million and so we can pay our dancers. We'll get there, but it takes time. Like ESPN has to believe in what they're investing in. You know, like I've had people that invest, like I've seen people invest in the things that they don't believe in and lose money, and then they be like, "Oh, I get it. It's a part of the game, but you know, I wish I'd invested in something. I wish I'd have did this. This can be something big. Why not take baby steps? You know, I get it. The dancers that are my age want to get in now. We get in where we fit in, so we can get out. Like, cool. This might not be for us. We might have to fit in somewhere else. You feel me? We might have to fit in somewhere else. But we got to find a way to fit in. If there's going to be this type of professional dance in the dance world, then I mean, I can still dance, but maybe people older than me might need to step back and become coaches, trainers. Get to those, you know what I'm saying? I got a program that helps funnel people into the IDL situation. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I'm giving away $1 million ideas, but it should be something like that. Like everybody is not going to, unfortunately, everybody's not going to catch it. Just like our OGs didn't catch the social media virality wave. We did. So I don't think everything should be about money just up front. I do think money should definitely be involved, and I do think money should be a part of what's going on. But I don't think money should be the end-all, be-all to if you support this. ESPN is ready to boogie with professional dancing. On Monday, The Hollywood Reporter reported that ESPN has entered into a media rights agreement with the International Dance League, the IDL, a dance professional competition that aims to bring sports-like structure to dance by creating teams, regular season and postseason events, and championships at the end of the season. The deal with ESPN will see IDL events appear sporadically on ESPN2. Didn't I say that? I didn't even read the article yet. Sporadically on ESPN2 throughout the season, so they're going to sprinkle it in, with other events being available for streaming on ESPN+. So this we'll be streaming on ESPN+. So if you have ESPN+, this will be the perfect time as a dancer to get it if you don't have it. The first IDL broadcast on a linear network will be on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Oh, that was yesterday, I believe. Dance already has one of the most passionate fan base in the world. Connor Lim, CEO, founder of IDL, told The Hollywood Reporter, they watch, they share, they show up, they engage in social. The engagement on social proves that. This agreement proves a chance to show a broader sports audience that dance is both an art form and a legitimate sport on a global scale. It does not appear that most of the broadcasts will air live as IDL moves from city to city across the globe, but the events will air at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ESPN2 when linear coverage is available. Disney will make the league available in other markets across the world on Disney Plus and on the ESPN app. So again, we're moving in ESPN, but we're moving into Disney, bro. That's a big feat. You know, depending on who's looking at it, that's definitely a big feat, and we should be proud of that. You know, we should take into consideration that these platforms, I don't know, man. I think from my understanding, I think this looks like a good opportunity for dancers to really get a bigger platform, to really put themselves on the map, not only just for the community of dancers, but just for the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter's is 3 and the other one is 1. By the time they get 15, 16, we'll be 15, 16 years in, and I would be able to be a father of one of my girls who loves to dance. I'm pretty sure she's going to be a professional dancer when she gets older. She'll be able to have this opportunity to be on ESPN without playing sports. You know, like, I always wanted to, that's going to be crazy to say this. Hear me out. Before I had my daughters, I always wanted a boy. Just because I wanted my dog to play sports, I wanted him to be like me, a mini me. You know how that go. I had 2 girls. I have 2 beautiful girls who I am proud of, who I cried when I found out that they were girls because I didn't care. Now, I wanted to play basketball, sports. You know, like I said, sports dad here. I didn't want to dance at first because of all the things that I went through, and I was like, okay, dance is not really, I made a living off dance. Yeah, I make a career off dance. Cool. I want something a little bit bigger to happen for them. Now, if this happens and dance is recognized as a real sport, like we dancers know it is, this would be something that they can do. They can make a living off of and travel the world doing. Even though I know a lot of people do it now, I've done it. I'm one of those people who has done it. But now as a parent, as someone, let's just say this, as someone who didn't dance, if I was a regular parent and I just casually watch sports, ESPN, we know about sports, Disney, if my child comes home and says, Dad, like, I got a chance to be, signed with an agency, or, you know what I'm saying, that could put me in this competition on ESPN. You feel me? Like, they got a big battle. Like, my company, my studio is a part of it. We going to this. Like, I'll be ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, ecstatic. Ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be lit. I'll be turned up regardless. Don't get me wrong. I made it about me again, but regardless of what my kids do, I'm going to be excited and happy for them, and I'm going to encourage them to do whatever that they see fit and have a passion for. I will put them in sports because I want them to be athletic. So my daughters will play soccer, tennis, whatever. We're going to try a whole bunch of stuff, and then whatever sticks, whatever doesn't. Dance is obviously going to be one of them because we sit here and dance in the house all day. You feel me? So I know dance is going to be a part of that. They can get scholarships through dance now. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, when I was coming up, you couldn't get a scholarship through dance unless you were on a cheer team or something like that. They didn't really have dance teams. You feel me? So times are changing, bro. Like, times are definitely changing. I think we should definitely get on board and support this. The one thing I do want to say is, I know in the comment section it did say something about black erasure. I do want to make sure that we do keep the black and brown in this, you know what I'm saying, and not just the people of color, because POC is a form of kind of like erasure of black and brown people in America. You feel me? Like the culture of black and brown people in America. It's like saying Black Lives Matter, then somebody comes out of nowhere and says all lives matter, when of course all lives matter, but right now we're focusing on the black lives. You feel me? Like, that's kind of what it seems like, but I don't want to, I'll nitpick on that if I start to see it, but I'm not even going to put that out there. I'm going to just say they're going to do it for the culture. I'm going to say they're going to keep the black and brown people here. They're going to share a little bit of the history, share a little bit of what makes this whole situation, I'm excited for it. Overall, like, I'm excited for it. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Like, I love sports. I love dance. And to see the two kind of start to merge, bro, I'm getting goosebumps. You probably can't tell, but I'm getting goosebumps because, like, this is something that I always saw for dance. You feel me? Like, unfortunately, I wasn't the person to be able to put it into perspective. I still got some ideas that I'm gonna throw out there, but I will support it as much as I can. You feel me? And I used to tell people all the time that I wanted this channel, King Mosi TV, to be the ESPN for dancers. You come here, you get good takes, you get good analysts of different shows, battles, competitions, you get all of that. Like, this is what I'm trying to build this up to be. So this kind of just made me just super excited to see what happens in the future for IDL. Like, I'm excited. I've been a supporter before this. You feel me? I watched IDL, I watched Brotherhood smack shit up. Shout out to GRV, shout out to my brother Derek. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is dope. This is dope. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Your boy Lone Limb Mosi, aka King Mosi. I really want to know what y'all think about this whole situation about IDL. Like, what are the pros? What are the cons? Dancers getting paid. Like, I really want to know what you guys think in the comments so we can further this discussion and make sure we talk about it and keep it going. Again, it's your boy Lone Limb Mosi, aka King Mosi. I'm out.